Fun Spot Kissimmee is a fun park located in Central Florida with 4 roller coasters and a nice collection of flat rides, plus an awesome atmosphere with a lake and Old Town next door. This park makes a nice way to end one day. However, day tickets can be expensive unless you buy at a discounted time, since this park is located near Orlando. So what rides are really worth it before you buy your ticket? Find out in this countdown. Number 15. Bumper Cars. The bumper cars were pretty weak as the collisions were not too exciting and you did not have much power while driving. They were still enjoyable though. Number 14. Paratrooper. This is a type of spinning flat ride that I just have not ridden too much, and it works nicely at spinning around while giving mild rocking back and forth as the gondola adjusts as the ride spins. Number 13. Screamin Eagles. Located next to the lake, this gives a nice view while being exciting as you can really feel out of control on your swings at times. Number 12. Ferris Wheel. A bit out of the way to find, this offers nice views of the surrounding area while just feeling like a classic ride situated in Old Town. They also do allow single riders, unlike other Ferris wheels at similar parks, so even if you're by yourself, you can still ride this ride. Number 11. Fun Slide. Located in the collection of kiddie rides, this slide has more pep than others I've been on, as it was very easy to stretch out with the bag coming down the slide. Number 10. Screamer. This large family drop tower offers some long drops, though nothing extra special for the genre. I do always enjoy these towers though. Number 9. Head Rush 360. I'm generally unimpressed with inverting pendulums, and came off this not too different. The non-inverting swings are nice as they give a little airtime, but once you start going over the top, you're just not too exciting, and I'm not a fan of the positive G's on the downward swings. It is a neat ride for those who haven't experienced something like this, but just not my cup of tea. Number 8. Frog Hopper. On the other hand, I loved Frog Hopper, and rode it every time I passed it while I was circling the park. This offered the solid mini drop feeling that the best kiddie drop towers do, and it was just relaxing and fun. Adults can ride, but only in that center seat, so I took advantage of the lack of crowds in the park and got my thrills on Frog Hopper. Number 7. Chaos Track. I'm not a huge fan of go-karts, but Fun Spot has 2 massive tracks. Chaos is a multi-level track that looks big and plays nicely as a go-kart track, so if you like go-karts, it should be a fun time. Number 6. Vortex Track. Vortex is a bit bigger with the world's steepest banking curve on a go-kart. It's fun going down the spiral, but it is still kinda hard to pass people, which is my main complaint with go-kart tracks in general. Number 5. Sea Serpent. This is an above average kiddie coaster, and I enjoyed sitting in the middle as it gave a bit of laterals on the helix, and some fun rocking feelings over the final bunny hills. It is far from the best coaster, but I'll gladly ride it over most of the other flat rides here at Fun Spot. Number 4. Galaxy Spin. This coaster was my poster child for a generic, forceless spinning wild mouse, as many of my rides I've just gotten spinning with the turns and not much in the way of laterals. But on my most recent trip, this coaster was going strong. Maybe because I was riding solo in the cars with the short lines. The first part offered okay laterals, but the spinning section offered really strong spinning that only let up slightly towards the end, and good laterals through most of the turns. Combining spinning and laterals is a really nice mix for any coaster, so I came off truly enjoying the strength of my rides. I'm not sure if Galaxy Spin will continue to run like this in the future, but if it is riding this strong every day, it adds a lot of depth to the lineup at this park. Number 3, Hurricane. Tucked in the back corner of Old Town, this area is normally empty, and it can be difficult to track down an operator to get rides on Hurricane, as the operators will rotate between attractions. But this coaster offers a solid ride with nice drops, a few quick turns, and some bunny hills that will toss you around, all while feeling open and janky, which just adds to the experience. Number 2, Hot Seat. With the open restraints of an S&S Screamin Swing, this looks terrifying, and in many ways is. Like Tidal Surge at SeaWorld San Antonio, this is located next to the water, and looking down into the water is a scary experience on one of these swings. The smaller scale of this ride also means your seat is way more open, and the forces on the upward swing are felt a bit more, as your swing is not nearly as controlled as a larger model. Despite its low capacity, this is truly an excellent attraction, and I'm really surprised that more parks don't have this similar model in them. Number 1, Mind Blower. This controversial coaster put Fun Spot on the map with its iconic inversion for a wooden coaster, but that inversion does not actually improve the ride experience, as it requires operators to staple you for the most part. With Timberliner trains, this is not the end of the world, but this coaster is also really rough, and you will be shaken around for most of the track, which is uncomfortable with a tight restraint. There are still fun, though mild, airtime moments throughout the course, and the fast pacing and first drop are nice and fun. RMC recently retracked a few sections, including the first drop and final turn. Although these sections are smooth now, this did result in slight reprofiling that increases the positive G's on these sections, which does not play well for me, especially in combination with how rough this coaster is. Having most of the coasters still rough is also really weird to me too, as the smooth sections trick you into thinking that you're going to get a very different style of ride than the wonderful roughness of the rest of the coaster. It is still my favorite ride in the park, and the main reason to visit and return as a coaster enthusiast, but I feel the retracking actually kind of hurt the ride experience, at least for what I like on a coaster. Which rides do you enjoy at Fun Spot Kissimmee? Is this an enjoyable Central Florida park for you? Let me know, and as always, Kapun Krap.